Yo guys, it's Matty Talks here, and today we're talking about cocaine. So, when I did coke for the first time, I was 16. I remember being 16. I don't know if I did it when I was like younger or anything, been messed up at a party and did it. But the first time I remember doing it was 16. And I was living up in Vermont at the time. And so we went out ice fishing. There was this big tournament, just this big party going on. And I was with my friends and stuff. And they pull out some coke and they're like, "You want to do some coke?" And I'm just like, "Sure." So he spills out a couple lines, asks me to close the bag. I didn't know how to tie a coke bag back then. That was my first time ever doing it, so I just rolled it up like you would a bag of weed. Apparently you gotta like wrap it around your finger and tie a knot in it so it don't leak. You gotta think. So then we did our lines, and mind you, I'm absolutely wasted at this point. Like, been drinking all night, just got my first line of coke, and it made me feel sober. I'm just like, ooh, yes. That was the best feeling I had in a while. It was just like, I don't know, I was just like on top of the world, you know? And that's when I really fell in love with coke. And once you do coke with one person, you meet many other people that do coke. There are so many people doing coke that I didn't see before that were doing coke then, and I'm just like, y'all do coke? Like, what? I hang out with you on a daily. And I probably railed like 15 lines that night, if not more. We polished off a keg between like 10 of us. We polished off a keg in a night. Like, we went hard. I remember losing count after going back to the keg my 18th time to fill up a cup. Like a big red solo cup. Just filling that. Like, I lost count after 18. Did a line and I was fine. It was fucking ridiculous. It was. Oh, and check out my sponsor, Greg Melanson Photography. Check him out at www.melansonphoto.com. He does the best pictures. And I got this haircut at Top Stone Barber in Littleton, New Hampshire. They do, you can see, they do a great job. No one around here does fades and stuff like them. I remember I went someplace and asked for a fade, and the girl looks at me and says, "What's that?" I was like, "Are you serious?" But make sure you give them a check out. They're wicked dope and wicked nice. So the second time I did coke, I was with my buddy over at his buddy's house, and we were just blowing coke all night long. Like, it would get to the point where, like, I don't even know. You just, once a cokehead, always a cokehead. You do coke once, and it's like, I love that. You either like cocaine, you either love cocaine, or you hate it. And I'm one of those people that loves it. Like, I think about it all the time. Ooh, just like, ugh. It just makes me crave even talking about it. Like, talking about these stories makes me crave so hard. Like, I could easily just go out and do a fat line right now and think nothing of it. But that's the self-control you have to have when you're in recovery. You gotta be like, do a line of coke or stay at your mom and dad's house because you don't have any money right now. You gotta balance those things out. You just can't go with your first judgment. Oh, let's go get a line of coke. Let's go get an 8-ball, you know? Like, it's bad. Like, me and my buddies used to do coke all the time. Every night we would do cocaine. Every night. And this was from when I was like 16 to like 17 and a half. Like, I'm telling you, I was the biggest coke head for a while. Like, yeah, I was a junkie. Yeah, I liked pills. Yeah, I love cocaine. Yeah, I did a bunch of stuff. But it doesn't make you for the person you are then. What you gotta do is you gotta come back from that stage and you gotta be like, look it, this is really me sober. I'm a 10 times better person when I am sober. And a lot of people are. Like, we always make fun of people that do drugs all the time, and it's just like, imagine how good they are when they're not on drugs. Situation that's going on in my household right now. It's like, just stop with drugs, yo. Drugs do not do anything but bring you into a dark, dark, dark hole. Don't do drugs. I can't express this enough. Like when I was in 7th grade and stuff, and when the DARE teachers would come in, I'd be that one that was just like, yeah, fuck this, and walk out of class, you know, and then go smoke a ball. It was bad. It was really bad, you know. I wish I could have followed DARE's rules, and I wish I could have done good in high school and stuff like that, but drugs made me who I am today. And I like who I am today. So I'm pretty happy that I did all those drugs. I mean, I'm not happy in a good way, I'm happy in a bad way, you know? Like, I'm happy I did those drugs, because if I didn't do those drugs, who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't have had an interesting life, you know? I wouldn't have lived to my fullest at the age of 15 to 16, 17, 18, you know? Like, my teenage years were the best. And that's what I always wanted, was to have an amazing teenage year. You know? And I certainly did. I certainly did. It got really rough. It shouldn't have got that rough, but it did. I came back from it, and any of you guys can too. I promise you that. Now, the last time I did cocaine, God forbid, this was a bad week. Let's just put it that way. So, the last time I did coke, I was at a Logic concert, right? Me and my boys, we would go into the bathroom and just start railing lines, you know? So, and I also had ecstasy on me, so I was eating ecstasy and coke. That was a wild mixture. It was like wavy, but it was wicked upbeat though. So you're like, oh, like the bass hits and stuff, and ripples come and stuff like that. It's like, whoa. But it's insane, you know, like, we got, oh my god, I don't even know how much we got between all of us. It was probably close to an ounce, half ounce. We did a lot of cocaine. So, we'd go back out to the concert, and we'd just be fucking geeking and all. And we rolled up an ounce of bomb-ass weed for the show. And so we were smoking, I was eating ecstasy, and we were doing lots of cocaine. Lots of cocaine. So we got back to the hotel, and we're blowing lines with $100 bill, like, all night. I couldn't sleep that night. I was dead ass up. Okay, I won't even get to that yet. You know, I won't even get to that yet. So all night long. So I called my girlfriend, and she's like, yo, what the fuck are you on right now? And I'm just like, I've done so much cocaine. And she's just like, okay. So, this is how fucked up I was. I couldn't tell the difference between a cigarette and the smell of weed. So there's these people smoking cigarettes outside, right? And I walk up to them all geeked out, my eyes the size of like this big, and I go up to him and I'm just like, yo, is that a joint? Can I have a hit? And this guy looks at me, he's like, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? And I'm just like,